What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of my Holy Roman Empire playthrough, where our name is almost exclusively above Asian Russia for some reason, and it makes me feel bad, man. Last episode, we just fully annexed Great Britain, and we are over 100% overextension, which is going to be brutal on our economy. Unfortunately, some of my diplomats take a while to come back here, but I plan to begin integrating a few subjects. Now, I can't afford this legitimacy. I'm not going to make the same mistake again. As far as this is concerned, this is actually the ability to change to an oligarchical republic, which is actually not that bad of an option because it does also give absolutism, so it is a viable government type, but we are going to remain a despotic monarchy because it somehow seems more imperial, and there's no need to throw some stability down on that. We do also have some liberty desire here from the British colonies, as their relations are really bad with us, and we do not have trust, got was at war modifier, etc. So this is definitely going to be a place where paying off their loans is going to be the most appropriate action if they have it. And as long as they're stable, sweet. They should be pretty stable going into the future. If we have the odd diplomat free, I'll try to keep our relations up with them. But our economy is just absolutely swimming. We're just swimming in it right now, guys. And part of the reason is getting rid of the British means that we now have full control in the English Channel, but also he was collecting in the North Sea, if I'm not mistaken. And we now have, 100% of it inevitably ends up in the English Channel. So we're up to making 500 ducats a month. Oh, wow. Okay, these negative events... let's not make that mistake. We're going to try to let them time out while we are overextended. Our truce is up with the Ottomans, which the hell? I could have sworn that I did not. Okay, whatever. We're not going to let that time out. I don't think I clicked, like I tried to drag and move it. There we go, derpy derp. Failed that pretty badly. I want to go back in against Ming, guys, but I also want to eliminate the Ottomans from the face of the planet. We are over our relation slots, unfortunately, and that comes down to inheriting these subjects from France, which can either be cancelled and incorporated autonomously through a war, which I think is the way to go, considering it's free. Or, okay, let's not click that one by mistake, please. Yeah, but we have a truce with them, and our truce will take a while to come up. We still have enough time remaining in the game, but it will take a while to come up. Now, I'm going to integrate these subjects, and I'm going to be doing that throughout the war. We're spending a ridiculous amount of Diplo per month, so our Diplo is going to be going exclusively to integrating these subjects, it seems. Holy Bro has actually lost stability by the looks of things. I thought he was at +3 if I remember correctly, but perhaps not. I guess this is our last chance to check if they are using missionaries. So I will just look around. It really doesn't look like it. I guess their missionary strength is not very good. And their religious unity and so on is not that bad because of the humanist. We can see that they're not suffering unrest. So apparently they just don't really care, and they're not converting. So I learnt my lesson. Client states are not good at converting. Now we know that really bodes poorly for the one faith, but we're focusing our efforts primarily, hence integrating these guys, on We're focusing our efforts on the one tag. Now, we also have 5 states available. And we can see here that all the way down, about the 6th one down, we have Picardy, apparently, if I'm saying that correctly, which is worth 92 development. And this, because it was caught up by the Empire, can be done for free, unlike the other ones, which are even higher. So that is why I'm going to do that. Now, we also have Liege with 98. That has to be the right place, considering I clicked on Liege itself. We have Piedmont. Okay. How much is that one? Where is it? 86. Nice. A lot of development here and boosted autonomy, etc. So we now have a Brabant is the only other one inside the Empire with 86. I think how that's 86. I think it's all this province here. Look at that. Wow. 46 development is pretty cool. So we still have another one available. And looks like Emilia, this place, that is part of the Empire, right? I'm just trying to think, is there any provinces that we took ourselves? I think maybe we took that ourselves, yeah, from the Papal State. We've had that since the early stage of the game. It's pretty cheap to, honestly, I'm thinking it's pretty sketchy though, spending our admin here. I'd rather not, so let's have a look else. What is the one? I think this is French, maybe? No, this is Portuguese. Forgive me, guys. This is Polish, but was it all part of the Empire? I can see Bohemia's core here. Yep. It was all caught up by Bohemia. I think I remember that as well. Great, so how large is that one, just so I know? 80 development. And I think that's all we have to go. Now I guess we will, yeah, that's all of our states. We'll be able to double check that we didn't core any of those ourselves. Excellent, we didn't. Sort out our estates with some nobility. And what else was it? Clergy? Really? Still not happy? And just for the lols, let's look at our empire in terms of a stated territory. A lot of Italy and a lot of Germany, which feels cool, man. And the clergy is somehow unbelievably, it is not happy still. Can you? Can I humbly request that you get a life, clergy, please? Thank you very much. So that would have, I imagine, increased our economy even more, but also our manpower that will be generated, etc. Pretty nice stuff. A lot of those changes will take effect. Yeah, look at that, 600 ducats next month. We now have 7 additional merchants, so I don't even know the appropriate places to put these guys, man. I really don't know. I guess we've got fairly good control here. We're not really utilizing this that much, are we? We're about to take the Ottomans out, which will give us supreme influence in this region. Why don't we? Just, I think it's quite inconsequential at this stage, guys. Quite frankly. Still got plenty of merchants to go. China. Beijing is effectively an end node, except it comes through here. I should definitely keep that in mind, because this pulls from all of Asia, basically. Which means Samarkand to Persia. That's the Silk Road, essentially, I suppose. I've got to keep that in mind, for sure. that as we have more and more influence in China, this is how we pull it out. Alrighty. Now the Ottomans, last time I checked, were really weak. I'm integrating 2 subjects. Why don't we do it while we're at peace? Integrate more, even though we don't have the Diplo. I need to do it while we're at peace, that's the thing. Let us delete a fort here. And yeah, life's good in the hood. Let's start integrating. He's got 2 stability, eh? Fine. I'm actually going to begin integrating the Holy Bro and let the other subject remain. We've been at peace for too long, but at least these last couple months, our war exhaustion began to diminish. Okay. And now, it is time to die, I excite! So, let's test out how well we do against Ming by fighting him indirectly, guys. We're about to find out. Oh, Ming actually pieced out Tibet, eh? Okay. Now, he's got 1, 2, 3 forts. Not bad. Compared to our forces, our stacks, that is quite few. I do want to make sure one of our really good generals, like this guy, is equipped to fight Ming. And I also want to get a rough idea of how many troops that they have. A lot. They have a lot, but we're good. We're good. We outnumber them, obviously. How's their manpower looking? No manpower, at least. That's good to see. And now I wish to take these stacks. We are going to have 1 revolt in France, but let's take this stack down to deal with the Ottomans. And the stack here as well. Alright. Or, unsurprisingly, let's deal with rebels instead. Because there's a lot of rebels. These bloody French are going to be fairly strong. But we're in such good shape, we can afford to be, you know, not that productive. I believe in you, Hungarian troops. Not that efficient is what I'm trying to say in dealing with them. So we're integrating these very quickly, which is nice to see. The issue is that we're spending 20 Diplo a month. So we're rapidly going to run out of Diplo here, guys. And then it's going to slow the rate down substantially, if that makes sense. But I still, regardless, I wanted to do what we could while we were at peace. And it will just trickle along. Nice, we are winning there. Okay, let's have a look at China. Oops, I didn't realize I sent those troops in. Oh, okay. Make sure we have siege generals. Come on, monk. No, he activated other forts. He's got other forts. Damn it. Did he build them? I think he might have built some of these. My memory does not do me well. Oh, no. We could have jumped on some of these while the garrison was still low. I remember that one being there. Regardless, rush it. Rush it. Should take no time at all to siege down High Excise Capital. I'm really interested to see how effective this is. We're close enough with a port here to where we can bring this stack along as well. Wow, our general-less army stack wiped Ming. Get wrecked. I humbly request that you get rectified. Man. Alright, let's have armies. We should really be trying to fight these soldiers if they are going to noob it up like that. I guess like every bloody province in the world is revolting. That feels really good. Really, really good. Okay, we defeated the French. That's sick. Good to see. We got a lot of heavies finishing here thanks to one of our templates that we built. Some of our rebels are just walking around, considering they spawned on China. They're happy to walk around in China to the other provinces. Why did you want access all of a sudden? I was wondering if the Ottomans went to war there. Okay, let's have a look at how many mercs we have available. Oh wow, we've still got a ton of mercenaries available. Sweet. I didn't realize. I think we just got a bunch more mercs for actually stating up provinces. Now, our economy took a huge hit here, guys. I'm not actually surprised. We have a bunch of colonies, and I actually started some, like this one. So I'm not surprised that the colonies become really expensive as you go over your limit. And the more you go over, it's very much sort of a cumulative thing. That doesn't surprise me at all. The other thing is, guys, I don't remember exactly when I started my golden era. It will last until... Wow! Sweet, we're not even halfway through. Another 34 years. Fantastic. Because our admin efficiency is ever so slightly behind the cap. It is almost literally capped out. If we just got a little bit more religious unity, which we're probably not going to be doing, to be honest, as we integrate these guys, it might even go the other direction. But that makes me feel a lot better. 40 is the cap from absolutism, and, oh, I think we might have gone stack wipes there. No, those were rebels. Those were rebels, we're good. But that is a tremendous stack that we got to look out for. Okay, there's just the one province getting a debuff there, it's no problem. This is what I want to do. Like, I obviously want to sit on their provinces, but I really want to stack wipe Ming. He doesn't have much manpower. If we can stack wipe him, it's the dream. His capital is fortless as well, which is also the dream. But the real dream is that we eliminate his forts entirely. And then his capital, he will only have one fort, which is his capital, which does not have a fort apart from the rank 1, and we can take it if we're lucky within like a couple months. That's the real dream. Okay, so that's not worth very much war score, but his enthusiasm is low. And we now have taken war score. So this is what I wanted to check, you know, is given time, can we take provinces from Ming? We will find out. We definitely got to focus on the forts. There's no doubt about that. Okay, some of our colonies are going to finish here and there. And that's going to improve our economy as it does. So as we get close to the Ottomans, we declare on him as well. Start on the fort, man. Just start on the bloody fort. They're the ones that are worth a ton of war score. We seem to be destroying him, and I'm hoping that if we keep going in against him back to back to back, that it's just going to get easier and easier. Do you feel me, guys? Africa's looking more and more Catholic. This province, I should convert. Remember that as soon as it's caught up. If we're lucky, we might be able to prevent those from spawning, but who knows. We have Polish rebels. Really? I think it's just the 2 provinces they got. Yeah, they have 15 unrest from their event. Alright, let's go and walk out there in advance. Let's go make our way over to just collapse on the Ottomans, who appear to have no high-level forts, so they are truly going to be easy breezy. He's got about 1 stack worth, one relatively large stack worth, and we shouldn't completely underestimate his stack, but he's going to be easy breezy nonetheless. I'm wondering... Truce is up in 2 years here. Great. Great, and we still are going to have this subject free. So I definitely do... I'm going to 100% him in the war score, and then give some of the land to him. That's what I plan to do. But we will see. Tibet is also independent from Ming nowadays. Very good. So we should be obviously fighting wars with him as well. That's a place. I'm still trying to have the attitude of kind of get the choke hold more and more on Asia, so that more and more our troops, as we stabilize, you know, maybe 10 years later, different regions, our troops are more located in one kind of region, you know, or nearby at least. That's kind of my thought process. And seems to be working out pretty well. I mean, it wasn't long ago that we took over Kilwa. Speaking of Kilwa, is this all... Is the Zanzibar region all Catholic? It looks like it. Okay, we need to add these. We need to add these, because that would not be an issue if we add it all. So, wait. Is that in the Cape? Yep. Okay, good. Speaking of Kilwa, we... pretty much. It will stabilize once our horrendous overextension goes away. Pretty much stable, is what I'm trying to say. Screw it. I'm willing to take inefficient battles to keep them off my back, to keep them from grouping up. We're going into the mountains there, but we are extremely tough. We're tough little guys. Yep, it's all about the Horn of Africa, and then probably Arabia, I guess. Probably Arabia. If we can, Arabia has large provinces. They don't take that long, you know, to convert. A lot of them are low development. That will take a while. But if we can prevent Arabia from revolting, then I don't need to station any troops there, you know, because it's quite painful to station troops in Arabia where the attrition is so bloody high. It's so high. Yeah, so he's got 53k, the Ottomans. Okay, Ming's capital has fallen. Yeah, so we definitely are focusing the forts. This one is right next to us. That one's quite far away. We can only piece out with provinces that we actually select manually. But this is perfect though. It does not cost us Diplo points, which is exactly what I was hoping. So, probably the best way to do it is to, like, just piece Hayexai out and then look for another subject who looks really vulnerable like him and rinse and repeat. Just take, you know, chunks. As long as the chunks that we take are forts, we can make short work of Ming, I suggest. We can see we do get a percent here and there if we siege up his provinces that are not even fortified. Definitely be doing that. No point piecing him out until we have gotten rid of our overextension, of course. It's definitely worth doing a little bit of carpet siegerino though. Oh, that particularists did not spawn here. Great, I don't know where exactly they did spawn, I should have checked. But that's cool. Now this, sweet. This region seems to be stable, even with this much overextension. Thanks to not having the counter-revolution anymore, we can get a pretty good idea. If it's stable under these circumstances, it's pretty much stable in general. So we'll keep that in mind. We don't need to convert the Coptic so much at all. It can be pushed back, because it's very stable. I suggest that should be the same then for Russian provinces. Even, yeah, the Russian provinces that we... Nice. No more Russian revolts, I suggest, unless we go really ham and crazy. Now, where did those particular spawn, I wonder? They usually have a tendency to spawn on islands, from my experience. Yep. Let's go deal with that. Unfortunately, those rebels don't show up on the map as red blobs. Let's have a kind of gauge. Nah, nobody's progressing well. No faction is progressing well, but that is something we got to keep an eye on. Because it would feel really bad, man, if all of a sudden they did, you know. And we weren't ready to handle them. So we can take up our military for -5. Sweet. I don't think there's any immediate need to do that, but it's really nice to have like good military for once. Let's see if we can go reach him in the mountain fort there. It looks like most likely we won't be able to. Okay, that's the only fort remaining. Let's rush down there. We've got some siege on that general of Ming. Also, let's have a look at how much overextension the full annexation of the Ottoman Empire gives us. Okay, 74 overextension, so we'll keep that in mind. It might be worth piecing Ming out for only like 26 then, in that case. I just quickly want to check. It costs Diplo here, right? Oh, what? It doesn't cost Diplo here. Oh, Imperialism CB for the win. I thought because Ming, okay, never mind. This is how we do. We take a province, we just take a fort like this, right? And then we fully annex Xi. Sweet. Sweet. So that's 2 forts that we can get. Oh, here's another fort up there. The booger. I didn't realize. I'm thinking about our overextension, guys. 22 plus 74. So that's pretty good. That's probably about how much we're going to get. And then Ming will have only 3... Yep, only 3 forts for the next war. Great. And then hopefully, you know, after that war, none. If you feel me. More particularists. Oh no, these islands. At least I spotted that one. Whoa, Ming's coming out for our capital again. I suppose that's his tactic. Or he's just trying to avoid our stack so that we don't stack wipe him. So we are at -3 Diplo, which increases by 7. Okay, we're almost like a third of the way though with some of them. So it's going to slow down massively the rate that we integrate them. But, you know, I think combined they were less than 1,000 cost. All 3 subjects combined. So certainly within the amount of time we have, we will integrate them, I'm sure of it. Nice. The Ottomans did not finish the siege. So let's chuck a general onto here and we can assault the mountains. He will be attacking into the mountains. How's our inflation doing? Ah, nice. Inflation's doing well. Thanks. That's one of the beautiful things about being Catholic. Getting all these trade fleets, but still. And we obviously have quite some gold in our nation. So Ming's just about ready to accept the peace offer anyway. That's 25. 25 plus 70. Let's have a look. 74.4 full annexation. 74.4. So 5 would be 80. Oh my goodness. Is that exactly 100? I can't mess this up. 74.4 plus that would make 75. Plus that would make 80 or 100. That is exactly perfect. Sweet. Which means he will only have 2 remaining. Dude, I hope this game doesn't screw me. It will be exactly 100. I believe. Okay, let's let that time out there. So how far are we to... we're over a third of the way to being out of 100% overextension. Which is good. Because it's quite painful to be getting these. Okay, I actually know where this is. This is around here, the Caucasus. Which is pretty good. I prefer if rebels spawn around there as opposed to somewhere else. That is more near Asia, if you will, where I feel like I can deal with it. Oh, let's go deal with the rebels. Speaking of dealing with it, there were some rebels out here. And I guess this navy can go around dealing with rebels for now. We've got one near Japan. We've got one to bring the British troops back. Navy, I mean. Yeah, so this war is as good as won against Ming. That is not what I'm taking into consideration as Haixai. Damn it. Damn you. Is there any way... It's 25. No, that's way worse. I'm just worried about coring range, you know? Oh! We can call that 24.4 is cheaper, right? It was 25.6. This is pretty tedious, I admit. Checking these things. Wasting time. No, I don't really see another route. Maybe abandoning these. That is cheaper. Same effect, having the same amount of forts. Okay, that's pretty good, right? Okay, 23.1 to 4.9. Got him. Nice, that was worth it. Worth the tedium of looking around. We should be under 100 if we fully annex the Ottomans and take those as well. Oh, we have dudes in the New World. I completely forgot about that. We were fighting some Brits though, weren't we? French rather. We were fighting some French. I wonder, just like the French, there are probably some British units that were remaining as rebels. Although, actually, most of them were around in Africa, which I think we ended up dealing with. So maybe never mind. Is there any farmlands or anything around here? Grasslands are pretty good. Stop suffering attrition. You guys, can you just get, like, deleted? Do some rebel cleanup arenas. Make sure that we're ready to piece out the Ottomans ASAP. So we're about halfway there. We're getting there. Holy Moses, our Hungarians are such good fighters. No! No! Screw you, game. Somebody's got some unrest, eh? Rio. Get a life, Rio. Get a life. Why would you do this? Just humbly requested to have a life, Rio. Can't you see that we got better things to take care of than worrying about your feelings? Jeez. I'm trying to take over the world here, man. Yep. We've got rebels, guys. In case you haven't noticed, we got rebels. This region's stable. Let's delete the fort there. How's the economy doing? Looking pretty good. We've got a few colonies that have finished. Let's go ahead and start up some more colonies. Let's do that one. That's a nice big province that can be eliminated. Well, hang on. He can still colonize himself, don't forget, Monk. I shouldn't be doing ones in the New World just yet. That guy's about to have that being the only province remaining to where he can colonize. British Columbia, I mean. Yeah, let's not go crazy, dude. These guys are still colonizing, right? Except British Mexico isn't. You should be, mate. We're gonna fix that. Oh, it's a bit awkward. 10 ducats is a bit much, but we're just so rich that the game is just like 10 ducats, huh? That ain't no thing. That ain't no thing. Okay, the Horn of Africa is looking more and more Catholic. How's our religious unity doing? 77. It's pretty good. If only I'll... Bloody hell! This bloody legitimacy ruined my life, man. Can you get a life when you give me events, game? It might be worth going for the legitimacy per month. I think that ruined our perfect overextension that I sorted out, guys. Brutal. Feels bad, man. The rebels are on a whole nother level. But that's alright. Most of these regions will be stable when, you know, you take into consideration certain things like we are overextended right now. Some of them are revolting which are Catholic, which will not be the case. We're getting the negative events from, like this, unrest, which tends to cause rebels. Let's have a look. Yeah, dude. That little amount of absolutism makes a difference. It's over 1% admin efficiency. Feels really bad, man. I'm trying to think if we wait a moment here, like our religious unity goes up, can we sort it out, you know? But I don't know if that's the case. So the Ottomans are about to be fully annexable. Truce came up here. Sweet. Definitely want to be going in against him. I guess in that case, probably let's just fully annex the Ottomans and just prolong this war until Ming's 100%ed. It looks like we can take an awful lot. Even though he's not co-belligerent. We can take an awful lot. That's awesome. I think that's the solution. Let's just prolong this war against Ming. Because we can pretty much 100% them. So I'm actually going to just move on to like nearby farmlands with most of our dudes while we siege down. Hey, got rebels in China. Got to take them out. Yeah, just chill a little bit. Take a little bit of a holiday war. Do you know what I'm saying? The only issue is that Ming has a tremendous amount of troops, which I think are going for my capital. Pooey bums. But we have a solution for that, don't we, boys? It's called just absolutely overkill it on the tremendous amount of mercenaries that we're hiring. Because it's so easy. And we also have 2 stacks in Great Britain, which can be pulled over relatively quickly. Really? The Ottomans are pretty tough. Oh, we did stack wipe them, though. Good. It's good. I'm kind of quite impressed with just how ridiculously rich we are. I mean, our forces are pretty high, considering how many mercs we have. I think this is the solution, though. 100% Ming. Everybody likes the 100% Ming every now and then, do you know what I'm saying, guys? No! Damn it. I should have had a stack down here. Go down there. Hopefully that fort lasts a while. A while. Now, can we take admin from the clergy? Yes, we can. Cool. So, if we do both of those, oh, that's 15 influence. We do. That's legitimacy. Ah, damn it. I can't spend my legitimacy. 15 influence. Okay. Huh. God damn it. Okay, I think the solution here is actually to get like really big provinces like that and add the clergy. There we go. 150 admin. Okay, cool. -1 yearly papal influence doesn't feel good. Damn. I think we can give them money. 5k, do it. Get rid of that. We still like our papal influence big time, you know. Now let's rush over here because he could take Pest in like a month if he got lucky on that fort level 1. Let's try to... What? No! Oh, it's because they're not all in the bloody league. Ah. And I can't bloody well add them all with the button because it will add ones that I don't want, like on other islands. Okay. That's alright, it's only 50k. See, there was only a few provinces, guys, which had the unrest, but it's a very large stack because we're over 100% overextension. I mean, I say a few, that was like, what, 5-6 provinces? Decent amount of provinces, but let's go deal with them, and hopefully we won't have to deal with that any longer. If life's good to us. Oh, shoot. Just don't get stack wiped, whatever you do. Yeah, we're in better position here. Oh, he's got a lot of infantry, so his composition's pretty good. Sometimes their composition is like laughably bad, but it's not the case. this time around. Cool. That guy spawned on the fort, even though it's level 2. Hopefully it will hold out and we'll go deal with him. Easy breezy. They're so far away. Lol. They're so far away that they've got nowhere to retreat to, apparently. Let's bring some of the British over, although I think Ireland still needs to revolt, yeah. Well, guys, this is dragging on and on and on, but this is going to be the end of the episode here. I think Ming got lucky there because he got some morale back, but I think we're about to stack wipe that from Ming. The Ottomans are 100%ed, so we're ready to piece that out very shortly, just waiting for our core to finish up. And yeah, that's going to be my approach, is we're actually going to delay here with Ming, 100% him. That's what I'm going for. And yeah, as the opportunities to expand like Tibet and Malacca and Bakhmanis diminish more and more, I really like this approach. I'm really surprised with the war score being so low. So war score cost, you know, using the CB and having diplomatic ideas and admin efficiency, etc. I'm really surprised at just how much land we can take from a nation who's not co-belligerent. And I think with that in mind, having all the tributaries to declare on is going to make pretty short work of Ming, really. We're really going to be able to rinse and repeat him and wreck his face, honestly. That's what I think. I hope you guys are enjoying this. The campaign continues, even though it's been going on and on and on and on and on. The campaign continues, the game continues, and we've got still 33 years of the golden era. Okay, we can increase our absolutism by a little bit by spending some military points, which we have plenty of. So let's quickly see if we can do that somewhere that costs 45, which is the cheapest. Looks like there's not that many opportunities, so we've got some Japanese. Okay, there we go. There we go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. I'm going to end the episode here. And yeah, of course, we're going to be fully annexing the Ottomans, taking a big chunk of Ming soon after that, and starting many more wars as well. Our Diplo is going to be basically 0 for quite some time until we finish integrating these guys, but we're 45% of the way already on one of them, making pretty good progress. Thanks for watching. See you later.